Hi everyone, welcome to 5 Quote Shakespeare, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone clips. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and be sure to visit my YouTube channel for a chapter-by-chapter analysis of the most important themes in the story. See the description for details. Thanks for watching. So, kids feel insecure. Yes. They need support. Yes. But overly empathetic parents react to these natural insecurities with excessive validation and attention. Since the 1990s, we've developed a parenting style of the helicopter parenting. Look it up. And if you plan on having kids someday, don't do it. And great writers capture the zeitgeist. Yes, we have a couple of generations out now that were raised in these helicopter parenting styles, and it's created Dudleys. The Dudley represents, the Dudley we can call him, represents the plague of little emperors created by the current trend of single-child households. That's very much a part of it. We've got one child nowadays. That's the trend across the West and in many other places in the world. And so what do you do with the one child? You pour all of your resources, your love and attention into that kid, and you want them to be happy at all costs. So art holds a mirror up to nature, and this is what we see in the character of Dudley, a recognizable type that we see in the world, and J.K. Rowling nails it. So this is, if you need a definition of permissive parenting, helicopter parenting, you can Google it. Here's from the National Library of Medicine. You can click here if you buy the PDF. So permissive parenting, parents tend to be nurturing and usually have minimal or no expectations. So nurturing's good, no expectations, bad. They impose limited rules on their children and rarely use discipline. Bad. Limited rules can lead children to be unhealthy, to have unhealthy eating habits. Dudley's overweight. Children of permissive parents can be impulsive. Dudley. Demanding. Dudley. Selfish. Dudley. Lacking self-regulation. Dudley. He hasn't been forced to confront his spiders, and so he's a little monster. He's a little emperor. So don't be that kind of person. Don't create those kinds of people if you plan on having kids someday. So what does this mean for literature? For literature, it means that Dudley is a really good character foil. We see a really good contrast between the worthy and the unworthy, the worthy hero and the unworthy non-hero. So all characters, by the way, are foils for every other character. Ron reflects on Hermione, Hermione reflects on Ron, and everything else. So you can look at characters in that way. And they draw attention to certain good and bad traits by comparison and contrast. So, of course, Dudley's unworthiness contrasts with Harry's embryonic heroic qualities, making Harry appear even more worthy. So here we see the famous scene about the presents, really, really clearly indicating that Dudley is certainly unworthy. He's demanding and selfish. So Dudley, meanwhile, was counting his presents, and his face fell because he wasn't getting enough. 36, he said, looking up at his mother and father. That's 2 less than last year. Darling, you haven't counted Aunt Marge's present. See, it's here under this big one for Mummy and Daddy. All right, 37 then, said Dudley, going red in the face. Aunt Petunia obviously scented danger too, because she said quickly, and we'll buy another 2 presents while we're out today. How's that, Popkin? 2 more presents. Is that all right? So look at the role reversal. The parent asking permission of the child. I've seen that. I was on a subway somewhere, and I saw an adult ask a 5-year-old if it's okay to sit next to him. They were friends. There was a group of friends, and there were 2 different families, and there was 3 kids, and the adult said, "Is it okay if I sit here?" Unbelievable. Anyway, so there's Dudley, the monster, and here's Harry. Harry's stoic forbearance and gratitude. Gratitude. That's something that is in short supply these days. Harry's stoic forbearance and gratitude generate sympathy and admiration in us, the readers. So here's Harry when they're out. Harry finally goes to go to the zoo, and they bought Harry a cheap. It's not even nice. It's not 36 presents or 37 presents. They bought him a cheap lemon ice lolly. It wasn't bad either, thought Harry, licking it as they watched the gorilla scratching its head and looking remarkably like Dudley. So again, there's that contrast. She slips in the contrast with Dudley, except that it wasn't blonde. So there's the worthy hero. Patience and endurance, those virtue qualities of a good hero. And we root for Harry, and we laugh, and we should cry for poor Dudley.